Good day, everyone. This is Berlin Biker, and we are gonna go ride some motorcycles. Yes, indeed. The Honda shop in Berlin, the name escapes me, but I'll put it up on the screen as we speak right now, is having an open house, and there's a bunch of Hondas available for me to jump on board and get my fix of everything in the world. I'm super excited for this. Really excited. There are a lot of really pretty Hondas out there that I've been wanting to ride for a very long time. Of course, if the Africa Twin is there, which I'm assuming it's going to be, I'm going to try to at least try to put my leg over that seat and go for a little putt-putt. In addition, I really want to ride a CBR600. I've really never ridden a sport bike like that, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. A hootenanny. Oh, that's cute. A hootenanny if you are from the southern parts of the United States of America. That one's for you, Brian, my Ozark friend. Hopefully watches this. If not, whatever. So, yeah, CBR600, Africa Twin. If they had a 250 Enduro, I would love to see what a 250 feels like on the streets, and if it's not enough. I think that bike is really fun and stuff, but I think 250 is just not enough for getting out of the city, right? If you lived in a city up in the mountains and you could just access trails wherever you're at, sure, absolutely, that bike is perfect, totally fine. But when you're in Berlin and you have to drive a bit to get anywhere, I just don't think that's going to be enough power. What else? Oh, well, maybe a Grom would be fun to ride. But I'm trying to think of the other, it's not a Rebel. They make like a 500 and a 300cc little, what would you call it? Like a little Harley chopper kind of thing. And I bet it's pretty fun to ride. Oh, what the fuck's going on here? So many shitty drivers out, like always. But I think that's it. We're gonna go, or now we're in Neukölln, I believe. I think so. Hemmingstrasse. Heading to the Honda shop, never been there before, so it's gonna take some time to actually find it, but once we're there, I am really excited. So let's go ride some motorcycles, boys and girls. Alright, cool, let's go.
Before we go and test out multiple Honda motorcycles, I wanted to thank the local Honda shop, Zweirad-Shop Cintula, for inviting me down to their spring roadshow and allowing me to test as many bikes as I could. If you've not already been, it's absolutely worth a trip to this beautiful dealership in Berlin, Germany. Easily 75 different Honda and Zero models on the floor at any time, plus a great selection of museum quality bikes placed around the dealership. Everyone was extremely friendly and helped me fill out all the insurance forms in German, and I never thought that I was a nuisance. I would absolutely love to do a full review of a bike in the future and turn my real camera on it to make some motorcycle porn. Maybe Cintula would let me borrow a bike for the weekend for a much better review and much better photos. Let me know, guys.
In the stillness somewhere above, the city lights, you're falling in love. Still aware, you know it is true, that you are lost and this is a clue. Love is forever, love is forever. To believe you gotta let go. Light as a feather, light as a feather. Lucid dream. your own decide. There is someone calling your name. Love is forever, love is forever. To believe you gotta let go. Light as a feather, light as a feather. Lucid dreaming over Tokyo. When you wake up, you know what you need to do. Just close your eyes. Someone's been waiting for you. Just close your Just close your eyes. In the stillness somewhere above, the city lights, you're falling in love. Still aware, you know it is true, that you are lost and this is a clue. Love is forever, love is forever. To believe you gotta let go. Light as a feather, light as a feather. Lucid dreaming over Tokyo. Love is forever, love is forever. Love is forever, love is forever. With the music still in your ears, you're on your way to conquer your fears. In this dream of your own decide. There is someone calling your name. Love is forever, love is forever. To believe you.
See if I'm recording, which I am. Cool. Alright, I just left the Honda event. I rode 4 Honda motorcycles. 4. And a sneeze. And that was a big sneeze. 4 Honda motorcycles. The first one was the Honda CBF650. I'm not sure if I have that name right. Which is like the not full super sport, but definitely a sporty bike. It was the 650. It was a lot of fun. It took a while for me to understand how to ride that kind of bike. It shifted super high, like 7,000 or 8,000 RPMs, which seemed crazy to me. So I was always afraid of stalling it, but I didn't, so that's good. The second bike I rode was the 125. It was, there was a CBR125. It was like their super entry level 125cc, and it's styled just like the new CBR1000, the full-on naked bike, super beautiful, super awesome, beautiful bike. Can't can't even think about it. The bike was insane. It was so much fun. It was so fun. It just inspired confidence. It was a great little bike to ride. I learned a lot about what kind of makes a good little city bike, and I definitely think that there's a place for that kind of bike in Honda's lineup. I think it's a great intro bike, that's for sure. I think it had enough power to get people riding without not enough too much power to get people hurt, and it was just so easy to park and everything like that. Then I rode the Honda, was it a Rebel 500 Rebel? I feel like that's not right. I don't know if it was a Rebel. I don't know what the name of it was called. It was their bobber. That was an experience. Not a great experience. It was an experience. It looked cool. That 500cc engine on that bike was super cool. I thought it was really torquey and fun to ride. But the seating position, it was just ridiculous. It hurt so bad. After a few miles of riding, kilometers. I feel like I've been in Europe for 2 years now. I should probably use kilometers, not miles. After 2 kilometers of riding, my inside of my so I don't know what's going on here. Oh, this is interesting. I don't know how they're gonna do this. Are they just gonna pick this bitch up? The inside of my hips were just ruined. I was starting to get cramps. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, I was starting to get cramps, and it wasn't comfortable in any way. But the bike looked good, and for $5,800 out the door, like, you cannot beat a bike for that price if you're looking for a bobber. Like, a Triumph would be 11 grand, a Harley would be 11 grand, $5,800 out the door, hell yeah. And then the fourth bike, and this is the bike I really only wanted to ride. Unfortunately, it was a very popular bike. I rode a top of the model Honda Africa Twin, and the bike was everything that I wanted, and literally everything that I wanted. It was absolutely stunning. The bike had so much power, so usable, so inspiring. It was wonderful. It was so wonderful. I enjoyed every moment of it, and I really got upset when I realized that I had to give it back. It wasn't my bike. Out of the 4 bikes I rode today, the Honda Africa Twin was by far my favorite. And if someone asked me to sell my MT-07 tomorrow and buy an Africa Twin, I would give it a lot of thought, and I honestly think I would do that in some point in my life. I think the bike is just stunning, and I wish there was a little more off-road availability around here. I think it would be quite limited to some of the streets. I just feel like maybe that bike isn't needed, but I feel, and it wasn't, I was afraid it was going to be feeling too big, right? I thought it was going to be too big, and it wasn't going to feel comfortable, and I wouldn't be able to walk around it, I wouldn't be able to like push it around, and I think you get used to it. First, like, jumping off that bike and jumping back onto this bike feels tiny right now, right? Like, there's no reason why my 700cc MT-07 should feel small, but it does. It feels small, and that's weird to me. Like, why? But I guess, you know, when you're riding a large Honda Africa Twin and you're sitting straight up and you have, what, 8 or 9 or 12 inches of suspension, there's a lot going on there. A lot going on indeed. Everyone, like, it's like no one knows what's going on these roads right now. But guys, I think that's it right now. I think that was it for today. I had an absolute blast. Probably put 80 or so kilometers on 4 new bikes that I've never ridden, and each one of those is going to have their own first impression videos, so get ready for that, boys and girls, because there's going to be so much content coming out over the next few weeks. just hold on. I don't think you guys are ready for what's about to be given to you. I really want a kebab. Sounds so good. So hungry right now. I need to go for a run right now, but I feel like a little bit hungover from last night and super dehydrated. I feel like I should probably figure that out, what I should do, if you know what I mean. But alright, boys and girls, and actually, let's be honest, I know who watches these videos, and it's like 98% men. So women, I'd love for you to tell me what I could do to make you guys want to watch my videos a little more. Scratch my nose more. Just doing that right now. But if I can make anything to make you guys want to watch my content even more, let me know in the comments, because I want to be an equal video creating opportunist. I'm not sure if that's a word. I'm just making shit up. Alright, well guys, I'm out. Berlin Biker out.